Paso if they're both.
It's only if you're doing activities like alongside them. So if you both are working on a certain skill check, attacking the same target, that sort of thing.
Only on the aspirant path.
Only on the aspirant path, correct.
Yeah.
Or if you guys are subject to the same saving throw.
Mhm.
Or a similar instance of saving throws.
Cool.
So, yeah, you guys return back. Mission accomplished! You have acquired a fuck ton of books and a stick! It sounds a lot less cool when you are redacted like that, huh?
The books of friendship and the stick of friendship.
I was gonna say love, but okay.
Friendship.
Wait, we're just friends. What do you mean?
The staff immediately attunes to her.
Kiss your homies.
Time to beat the shit out of this man.
You return back, all goes up to you. Alexander, how's it going? Mwah, mwah. Good to see you again. It's a provincial thing. You wouldn't get it, Kasai.
You wouldn't get it.
So who's next? Then I'll jump out at once.
Yeah, not all at once.
I'm doing the dance that emo Spider-Man does, where he's like rolling his arms and swaying his hips back and forth. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know. I just felt like it'd be good as like a time passing sort of dance motion.
Mm-hmm. Shall we roll a dice? I guess.
Sure. Random chance. Why not? So 1 through 5, left to right on roll 20. Obviously, we'll be skipping Alec. Double. You finish all your attacks, but no one else does. Congratulations, Silas. You've been volunpicked.
All right.
What's up with your time skip? What you got? Cox gun?
Let me look at my list again. Jeez. Let's see here. The main things that I guess we can do.
We are going. I guess I probably should have said this earlier, but you guys probably already intuited on it from Alec. But in case you didn't, we are obviously going in a asymmetric or asynchronous, rather chronological order, right?
Yeah.
So Alec has just advanced 11 days out of the 21. Stuff like that. I'm breaking them down by week 1, week 2, week 3, and then from there day by day. I know that sounds pretty like straightforward and logical. I mean that in a general sense of this is how long your activities take. So be mindful, because certain activities, like if you get to the last day and you decide to do a week-long activity, it doesn't matter. That sort of thing.
Yeah. Just looking at what I have to do and thinking about anything else that may have cropped up. Literally right now, it's just Silas just wants to do like a shit ton of research with what they've been allowed to look through, as well as speak with Captain Oswayne. And
he ain't around. He's going with Halfren to go find Elvis Village. You can do it later though.
Yeah. So those are the main things. Other than that, I mean, it's Blair's Village, and then Silas can accompany others if it's not too late to say that, but
I don't mind. And let it be known, as an Alec and Fred are test subjects of this. If anyone wants to do one-on-ones throughout the week, as long as the timetable allows for it, both yours and mine, I'm game for it. It just depends on what it is. Me and Nina have been doing like a one-on-one text style thing, and it is definitely longer to do.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, again, text I want as a plan B, not a plan A. Obviously, if plan A doesn't work, then,
you do what you can.
C'est la vie.
Oui.
Oui.
That being said, do you think like all that research stuff?
You got to roll for it.
Hmm?
You got to roll for it now. I will say that.
Sure.
All right, give me 3 rolls. Three investigation rolls, and these rolls are straight. You do not have anyone assisting with your research currently. It is just you.
Yeah, and I wouldn't get an advantage from the eye that I have, right? I have my neat seeing.
Let me double check it.
It just what I have written down is it's just based on sight, or relying on sight rather.
Yeah, studying an object or searching an area. Yeah, this isn't doing that. I'll tell you what. Across these 3 rolls, I'll give you 1 reroll.
Okay. So I'll roll 3, and then we'll take a look at them after.
Yeah, 3 straight rolls, and then correct.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well,
Can I add his last wish to the 10 there?
sure. You would not have guidance, unfortunately. You don't have anyone that can provide guidance
Fair
with you.
enough. And then I will do the reroll on that 7 there.
Okay.
It got
Okay.
worse. So,
Mm-hmm. All right.
that being said,
Yeah.
I have 1 day to use my birthday dough.
I will give you.
So-
I will cut you the same deal I cut to Fred, where it's like if you want to like hold off for like a week or two. It depends on how many you have.
I've used how many? 3.
Also, welcome to 50 nat 20s. Congrats.
Yay. So I have 4. I don't know exactly which 4. I have to scroll up and down a bunch.
You have so you use Bumbling Buffoon, Unusual Competence, and Dreams Expectation. So you still have Champion of Fates. You still have Divine Inspiration, Escape Plan, Predator's Insight. Those 4.
Yeah, you know what? I'll leave it then.
I will say roll me a Persuasion check.
Sure.
Do it with advantage. Oh well, I guess just roll one more time then. Man, you're not rolling well today. That's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's because I don't have my Sunday session this week, so all those bad rolls.
Oh, you're right. All the bad luck is culminating here. That makes sense. That makes sense.
What you're saying is I need a second game.
A second game to
Only
offload.
if you want to not enjoy yourself. I'm kidding.
I will give you one additional reroll because Secret Captain Eddard isn't gonna be. He just basically came back from like a day or an ops before you guys rolled into town, so it's gonna be a while before he's required or needs to go out again. I'm telling Ben.
Yeah, tell him I don't enjoy low rolls. So a
Don't we
reroll
all?
just in general or at advantage?
One single investigation reroll.
Investigation. I see. What the
Okay.
fuck?
I see you decided to suck. I see you decided to suck. That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I got
It takes you about 10 days. It takes you about 10, 11 days. How coincidental is that? You begin pouring through the available knowledge here at the Seeker Seeker Archive here in Duvros. Secret Captain Eddard is usually around as you're doing your research. There's some part of you that like is wondering like if like what research is he doing, and he is doing research. Like he does get different books and stuff like that. But there's also some part of you that just wonders if he's just keeping an eye on you. Who knows? But regardless, like the first some set of days from it, all the information. This is very aggravating to you, if anything.
Oh yeah.
That the information you're getting, and I guess it's credit to Tertiana, is information that you were able to dig up at Tertiana's house. It's a lot more confirming, and there's definitely a lot more testimonies and accounts, but in terms of bottom line conclusions, nothing is really changing. It's not until the last set of days, like I guess days like 8 or 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, that you actually begin finding new content. And since it's a nat 20, boy, is it a very eye-opening set of content. I ask you, what do you want to know? I'll tell you this. I will give you. O's done this for me. I will give you one question. One question I will answer on this topic to the fullest of my capability. One question. And you cannot pick a broad question of how does blank work, alright? We're not doing that shit.
Yeah. Might I have a minute to think on what that one question's gonna be?
Certainly. Is there anything else you would do? Because I guess you're the only one here in Duvros along with Blair.
Help out Blair if she.
Okay,
does-
roll persuasion with advantage.
Nice. If anything, it'll just be giving her a bardic as well.
Yeah,
whenever-
every now and again you take breaks from your research, probably more so on the first like some set of days out of frustration. And you stop by Blair, and you help her out in a similar peripheral manner as you did before, but perhaps in a little bit of a contrast, a break from schedule that only you get to enjoy. Apparently, every now and again you guys do go get lunch together.
Aw.
She doesn't talk
Nice.
much during lunch, as you could probably reckon, but it's the sentiment.
if she's not against it, Silas will, without going into detail about what exactly they're reading, complain about how frustrating it is that they're not getting anything.
Do you do this sort of research a lot?
I mean, I used to do it a lot more when I was back home, but I mean, yeah, I guess.
What sort of topics have you researched in the past?
A lot about music.
Anything else?
Magic, whatever Tertiana
Anything
directed
else?
you towards. I feel like you're asking for a reason.
I'm gonna need to start researching Mifro at some point.
Mhm.
I'm pretty well read, but an extra set of eyes doesn't hurt.
Count me in.
I'm finishing out my armor soon. Probably finish it out by nightfall.
Really?
She shrugs. I mean, it's been like a week, so
I know, it's just exciting.
it is. I don't know if I'm cathartic or if all my troubles are only at the forefront of my mind now. But I guess that's good enough motivation to keep working on it.
I guess so.
All right, lunch break's over. We should both get back to it.
Ah.
So yeah, your first day, that whatever the fuck it is, that's 7 plus 3 or whatever the fuck. Wait, no, you don't get the plus 3. That's 7. That pathetic 7 you got. That's definitely what took like the first few days or whatever, right? First week, whatevs. The 10. The 10 is you half-assing 2 things, which is say you're helping Blair research Mithril. So that's like days. I guess it wouldn't be the first week she would finish her armor. It'd probably be like the first few days. Don't worry about it too much. But the second task is helping Blair. So, what is your... Wait, I can see where there's plus 2. Whereas Blair has a plus...
4?
8. So, I'm just going to say you give her advantage.
Oh, yes.
No reason. I will say she also will be able to add... Oh, wait, no, hold on. I never put it in here. Damn it. She'll be able to add this. So she does get bonuses to crafts, like certain crafts, and I think Mithril and metallurgy and that sort of stuff is definitely that. So she gets plus 3 to this, and 22? It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad.
Bardic, sorry?
Oh, yeah, you can give her a Bardic. So what does it say? 22? 24. Yeah, you guys both end up researching it, and you end up getting a bit of insight into this. Roll me in intelligence check. Add half your proficiency bonus because jack of all trades, baby.
And then, hold on, an intelligence check. Add half the prof.
Correct.
So this plus 2.
Ooh, that was the
Nice!
good rolls. Earlier across this week, Alec rolled like really good on something, and he's like, "Where was this on Monday?" That's you right now. Except where was this 10 minutes ago?
Yes and no. I'm curious as to what this was. So, anyway.
I need to check the book.
Is it book? Très bien, le livre de.
Okay, we might have to make a custom skill for this, I guess, because like I thought there was. No, it's not that. Okay, well, I guess custom skill time. Add to your custom skills as you gain proficiency in this skill now. Congratulations, from half to full. Metallurgy. The study of metal.
Hold on, where is it?
Metal and minerals. So I guess you and Sajar might have a bit of a better conversation. Peace now.
Hey.
Proficiencies,
Then you guys might actually become friends.
How do I spell that?
You
Ouch. Ouch.
How could you?
Ouch.
do I
Finally
spell
something in
that?
common.
METAL, a second L. God, I don't remember spelling. I think it's URGY. Metallurgy.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I just wrote that down, but where do I add it to?
It's custom skill, so underneath like background info, there should be a plus there.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
Up above like the guidance and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metallurgy. Metallurgy.
Proficient. What does it take?
Proficient.
Int?
Proficient.
What is it?
Int. It would be int based. This is a study of metallurgy.
Indeed. Nice.
Nice. And I will add the same skill to Blair. So you guys are twinning.
Yay.
I mean, I
Twin.
feel like she already had it, if I'm being honest, but whatever. I guess I'll just make it a formal thing here. I don't know. It technically I would say it technically would fall under like Mace or Smith's tools, but that's like using the actual tools
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
as opposed to like studying metal. So I don't know. Yeah. So that is your 11 days.
Yay.
10, 11 days. If you have your question, I will take it now.
I would greatly appreciate it if I could deliver it to you later on.
Sure.
Okay. Thank
It is a heavy thing, which is nice to have some time to think about. When O gave me mine, he gave me 30 seconds.
Well,
The rat bastard.
I appreciate your generosity in letting me decide later.
Who's next? Or am I going to bust out the die gun again?
Okay, this is still for the first few days. I was gonna say that being
First
said,
10, 11 days, yeah.
yeah, but no, all good.
Delvid's Village, and that will probably happen at end of week 2, and then Blairson will probably be the last thing, end of week 3.
Mhm.
So, like, you guys will end on Blair. Like, that's like the last thing.
When you say Delvit's thing, does that mean help find Delvit's village or go to Delvit's village if they find it?
Go to.
Go to.
Yeah,
So if
the
you
first
want-
2 weeks are going to be Abigail, Zol, America, Hafren, Vincent, and stuff like that, and the warden here looking for Delwood's Village.
Okay.
Which I think 2 weeks is a pretty healthy amount of time to find something that's never been found in all of history. But now you guys have clues, insights, which no one else in history had, so that's a win. So, the die. This is so nice because the last 2 people on the Roll20 order are gone. So now it's just an order.
There you go.
Hiya! Oriana, what are you up to? What's the first thing on your list?
I looked at the list and I looked at the list and I saw that help Delvit's village was one of the options, but now I'm like, I think they might be fine. Blair's village is something that's happening later, so I don't think I have to help with that at this current second. So I guess it's try to find Nesty. I assume that's probably gonna take the entire 2 weeks, to be honest. Yeah.
If you guys even succeed on it. But yeah. If that's the case, and what is Anushka up to? Sounds like it's gonna be a package deal here.
Yeah, I think that was the idea, wasn't it? Because Anushka's gonna, I don't know, go visit her father figure, I suppose, at the same time.
Hey,
She's
a
heading
lot's
that way.
happened.
So, what's your guys' plan of attack on this? Articulate it to me.
I think before we go, like, too far down the rabbit hole, I mostly wanted to, like, try and get Nesty's help with Oriana's village, which I'm not 100% sure if that's needed anymore. I don't know. Because it sounds like over the weeks we discovered that Alexander has access to... What's his name? Start with the V. Benson, who I think could substitute out his abilities, and we were using one of Varric's resources to also assist. So... What can he do to help with, like, figuring out information about Oriana's village? I guess, before I try to, like, spend time trying to find him and it's not needed.
What do you think he can help with? You guys have never spoken of Nesty at all. Aside from Anushka, obviously.
He's like a native to, well, not to the specific region, but like he's native of the Twins and he's a ranger in sorts, so I imagine he just has the capability to like understand the area better than most. Possibly more than Vincent, who is a similar sort, but from a different region and a different study.
Okay.
I suppose more heads together as well will make it a bit more easier anyway, regardless, so...
True.
get his 5 cents in the matter. 2 cents,
5
whatever,
cents.
whatever the say.
It's 2
the saying
cents.
is.
Why is it 2
2
cents?
cents. Cool. I don't know, man.
So, you guys chasing after Nessie then?
I mean, I'm happy to.
Sure.
I have no input on your guys' time skip stuff aside from inputting what the NPCs are doing.
Yep. Listen.
So, where do you guys begin? What's your plan of attack?
Well, I had the stuff that I sent you the other day, where it was potential of like Anushka started making a list of all the places where he would be around about this time of year and trying to pin down
He
that.
travels all the fucking time, so
Yeah, but imagine there's probably areas where, like she knows, okay, it's
If he needs to
hunting
go
season
to a
or something
village,
in
he would
this.
go to this area. Or, like you said, hunting season. There's certain animals that are active during this time, right?
Yeah,
roll me
there's
history.
well or something. Both of me?
Just you. Oriana
Okay.
doesn't know him.
Okay. Ooh, where's history? I know my alphabet. That's sad.
The list
think Anushka
is long.
Yeah.
The list is long. He is, despite a man of his age, surprisingly fast. You just get the general sense that travel through woodland and swamp just doesn't slow him down as much as any normie would. He does have the effects of aging upon him, but also the effects of experience. He could be in any number of places, and that is predominantly based upon. You never really learn too much about Nessie in your short time with him in regards to his motivations, his drives, his agenda, if he has one. You like learning from Miles, like what he did before he met you was like sort of out of left field as it was.
Yeah. I think I just sort of knew him as like this kind of guy that lived in a shack and sort of did hunting for a living. Kind of.
It's like how much do you know what your dad or your mom do when your age is like 1 through 10, right?
Yeah.
You might know a good chunk, but you definitely do not know their life.
Mhm.
Especially at ages 1 through 10, you probably don't give a shit. But
No. Okay. Well, is there any
You
specific routes?
you definitely think he would be locked into the northern regions. He has no inclination to go into the exchange or any sovereigner zone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. Okay. Cool. It's just this part of the map, please.
There-ish.
There-ish. I am
Yeah, I mean,
like
using
yeah.
you can deduce he probably doesn't go into the northern section of Northrend or wanders wood or for the Farcast Peninsula, unless he has a really specific reason to be out there.
Yeah, okay, cool. Rishka's just looking at the map and is like, oh, there's more places than I thought.
So his theory, in theory,
Yeah.
his theater of operation is somewhere like this.
Just 3 provinces.
Just casually, yeah.
When you're a well-traveled man, the world is your home.
Okay. How likely does Anushka think it would be that he would have left where they were both basically living beforehand? Because I mean, they were both pretty settled, I think, before she left. Like, does she remember
Roll me insight.
about, maybe going off and doing his own?
Roll me insight.
Oh my
Am I
god, that's
able
even
to
worse.
assist these at all? I don't think so.
You don't know him.
Apparently Anushka was very, very,
His
self-focused, we'll say. at the time.
mysterious nature is definitely a hindrance at current. When he departed, or rather you departed his company, he definitely seemed to have a bit, how to say, more vigor, drive about him, but that's about it.
Okay, cool. Right. Now, there was the thing I said earlier. We were both thinking about like maybe getting somebody to spy on him, but I don't, because what you said, I'm
Sure.
not too sure how likely that would be.
Who do you contact? Who do you ask to try to scry?
I think the first port of call would be somebody in the Seekers and Slayers and seeing if
Who?
they.
Because
We just
the
like
ability
ask
to
Rickard and see if he
scry,
knows someone.
The ability to scry isn't just something every seeker can do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What did you say there, Garth?
I say, can we like just hit up Rickard because he's like our main form of contact to the Seekers and Slayers at this point, just see if he knows anyone.
Trying to scry on someone. I mean, I can't. Not one of my tricks. Added? No, he's not. I know the captains are in town. Let me go check our roster, see who's on ops. Maybe someone's back in Severus I can contact.
Greatly appreciate.
You had to beat a 46.
I mean, that's a number.
It's about as 50-50 as you're going to get outside of 3 other numbers.
Yeah.
So do you want to roll or you want me to roll?
You can roll. Because I can blame you if I'm wrong.
Well, that's rude. Can you blame me for the success?
Oh, but that 13 though.
So you're not giving the
Divine
13,
inspiration
right?
with that.
You could. No, you guys can't. No, you guys can't at this level.
At a few levels. Could Varric? No,
Yeah,
Varric's
because
like
those are
12,
so easy to. We're definitely at the point in the game where those are easy to get.
Look. I'll just level up 4 times real quick in this like 1 week span. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. And you die, so that's an interesting thing as well. That's a fast way of leveling up is perish.
I think that's leveling down, actually. My personal experience.
Debatable.
Finishing the campaign, ending the campaign. They're the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So you guys wait on Rickard to return, and he does come back. All right, I think I got someone that can help, but like pats the side of his legs, candidly, awkwardly. You're up to you to determine. You guys got coin?
Oh, how much?
Like 1,000.
1,000, like, gold?
No, 1,000 copper, I guess gold.
Oh, shit.
I
mean,
could pay for half or the entire thing if you need to.
I'm short 44 gold. So half? Half each?
She just nods in agreement. Half.
Cool. And yes, we have gold.
We have enough.
We both cost about 500 gold apiece.
I was like, alright, that's for me. Now for the other guy, it's another 100. Or 1,000.
You guys think Rickard would do you dirty like that?
Probably not at this point.
He's not Ichabod, come on.
Well, to think so, anyway.
You guys have to wait until the end of the day, evening time. But in due time, your guys' assistance does arrive. I have Lethocon. Your guys' assistance is Captain Zyder,
Hey, it's a guy.
Oh.
the Fury Dream.
Do we basically pay for his bus fare and then a little bit extra for him?
Scrying costs a focus worth 1,000 gold.
Oh!
So
Oh!
he does not consume it, but they are not using their kit for your stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, here's the thing, and it's something to keep in mind going forward. Depending on what you guys are doing, like, rapport with someone it's a relationship. In the same way, if someone's constantly asking you for $5 and then they never give you $10 or whatever, it begins wearing people thin. So, you guys are free to lean on your connections with people, but know that these connections are two-way streets. So, bumming people off of people is something to be mindful of.
Mm.
You guys are not at that point yet, I don't think, with the Seekers, but just be mindful of it going forward in the rest of the campaign, because we're definitely busting out the political side of things. It definitely would be a bit more quid pro quo.
It's just don't be a dick, basically.
More than don't be a dick, pay them back, right?
Yeah.
You can be nice and asking for 1,000 gold, but it's also like,
Reciprocate.
you're asking me for 1,000 gold, right? You can be as nice as you want about it. I'm so down 1,000 gold. I'm paying you an exposure, Captain Zyder. No, just kidding.
Oh
I feel he wants the opposite. He wants to be less known so his tactics aren't known by the enemy.
Yeah, so you guys follow Captain Zyder. He literally just says, like, you guys are waiting in the secret combat. He just says, follow me. And then he just fucks off and walks away. A man of
Oh.
few words, truly.
Mhm.
About on par of what you guys know of him, so yeah.
Yeah. Just starts like hot footing after him, I guess.
Mm,
You guys leave Duvros. You guys go out on the map, it's technically the northern, or on the city map, it's the northern side, but on this map, the world map, is technically the east side. Out the east side of the town, following down the margin, but not the margin, the town, North Town Road. You guys go a bit out of town and into like the swamp and stuff like that, downhill, deeper into the muck. You guys are traveling for about 30 minutes, maybe getting closer to an hour. And he just holds up a hand. He didn't say anything, he just holds up a hand. He pulls out one of his very intricate arrows and just presents it to you, Anushka.
See if I made it take it?
He holds it out.
Okay.
Take it.
She'll just hold her hand, I guess it takes.
Yeah, you grasp onto it, and as you do so, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I have
You-
a 1 on that.
You can choose to fail it.
What happens if you fail it?
a weird detail to suddenly throw up at her.
Well,
Okay, so you fail it anyways.
Doesn't matter
So
if
you
you
fail
choose
it
it.
anyways.
Mhm.
Nessie's name begins getting etched in a language you don't know, but you do know it's Nessie's name on the arrow.
Oh.
He takes it back. He begins scanning across the sky, his ever faintly glowing eyes just sort of looking, and he spots something as he immediately, very quickly, knocks the arrow that he just gave you and shoots at whatever he just saw. And you both know from the thump of his warbow, yeah, you guys probably
It's
wouldn't be able
dead.
to use that thing. No one except Zyder can use that thing unless they have a certain strength category and a certain racial category.
You literally have to be built different.
Yep.
You literally had to be the fucking Chad, yeah.
Hmm?
So, here's the interesting thing about the scrying spell. It has certain qualifiers to it. Like, if you know the target or you don't know the target. He does not know the target. He's the one, quote-unquote, casting it. It's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Nesty is a ranger. He probably has a really high wisdom save. We don't need to give him a +5 on top of it. If you don't know the target, it's a +5 to their save automatically.
Mhm.
If you met the target, it zeroes out. If you're familiar with the target, it's a -5. Right? And Zyder is not a fucking fool. Right? He knows that if he tries to cast Scrying on a person that's well in the world, the chances of him failing are decently high. So that's why he uses your knowledge to find him, which is why you just had that in save.
Yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah.
You guys don't have any personal belongings or anything like that to attach with the arrow, so no other additional modifiers, but countering a +5 to his save roll, I think is good enough. So, now, let's find out, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that
Let's
beforehand,
find
might have been
out.
nice. The insane part.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything. He's not obligated to. +5. 5 whiz, 5 prof, -5 for this DC. It would be against Zyder. 5 plus 5. So that's 8. 18 plus 8 plus 3 weapon. 21. DC is 21.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, okay.
So, now it's a question of determining where he is.
You want this here or you want the door closed?
What?
One.
Do you want this here? Do you want something else?
Sorry about that.
All good. Let's use your guys' roles and involvement on this time skip stuff. Make me either one of you rolls with advantage or each of you roll once. Perception checks.
Who has a higher perception?
7.
Oh, I've got
I
7
match.
too.
Yeah, no, I think we
Okay.
have like the exact same wisdom score, so we're
Okay,
both
then
gonna be.
both of you just roll once.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
both just roll once. Yeah, yeah.
Contribute to your own success or failure. Both of you roll once.
Oops, not shit. Not it's me. I'm the bad one.
I think narratively that makes sense. Yeah, you had a 19. Zyder is the conduit for the scribe spell. You are not the one casting it, so that's why you're not seeing it. What he can do, however, is begin to project it around him with some sort of runic magic. Almost like a cloud or a fog. He begins projecting the immediate environment around Nesty. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost moved something.
You
Push it
okay?
over there. Almost spilled my energy drink.
Huh?
I just cracked it open too, so that would have been really, really bad.
Very sad, yeah.
Yeah. Nesty, as you guys begin observing in the immediate environment, is in some sort of barren. I say barren, not in the sense like everything's dead, more in the sense of like fall. You know, like all the leaves have fallen, autumn sort of aesthetic. There are evergreens around him, though. Currently, he is trekking through what looks to be some sort of very, very, very non-maintained path. Like, there are loose cobbles in it, if there even are cobbles at all in it. Imagine, like, the path to High Hrothgar in Skyrim. Something like that. The 1,000 steps.
Oh, yeah.
The neck of the world. Something like
Yeah,
that.
little Oscar
Except less
Joe.
fucking snow and less goddamn frost rolls.
There's only like a few.
Yeah, well, they can all suck my dick. I don't even do the main quest. I specifically don't do the part that lets dragons spawn into the world because I like just fucking around the world if having to deal with dragons all the time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's in that sort of environment. Again, it's not snowing, but there definitely is a very strong gale wind just whipping around him. Dust and dirt kicks up off the trail. He is very well garbed and probably more heavy. I wouldn't say winter, but heavy weather attire than you've seen him before, Anushka, because he's never had to bust his stuff out while he's around here, right? Like the weather's just not like that. You do know it's him from the rifle and then the insignia on the stock of it. Roll me. This is predominantly to Anushka. Roll me your nature.
Nature, okay.
Is Oriana trained in nature?
Oh, I can almost assure not. Let me check. Nope.
You're rolling straight then.
Oh, straight, okay, yeah.
Not bad.
Okay,
Not bad.
yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, mhm.
What are your favorite terrains?
I think it's forest, if I remember rightly. Favorite episode, natural explorer. Forest, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Roll me one more time then.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have multiple favorite terrains. I believe you start with 2.
I think there was.
I feel like you probably would have picked Swamp because you're Twinsian, but that's just me.
I mean, yeah, that does track. I feel like there was something that I took and swapped out.
Actually, no, you do only start with 1.
Yeah, I don't think.
You do get more from study and stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
You just... Yeah, so in default, I think you just get them as you level up, whereas mine, I'm like, you gotta research them in game. There you go. That's where the delineation probably is. But yeah, so going back to this, 18.
Mhm.
He's not in Northrend. You're quite sure of that. He's not in Northrend. You're quite sure of that. Because, and I will break it down for your ranger sense to determine. Northrend is divided predominantly into 2 halves. A frozen winter wonderland hellscape, and then the rest of the normal part of it. It used to be further south, that barrier. The only places that you are non-frozen, so to speak, Star and Elsa, are places that are near the coast or near rivers. Right? This sort of sector there.
Yeah.
And then there's also these lakes, this coastline, you get what I mean.
Mhm.
The place where he's at looks dry and barren, like very, like it's like a dry winter, as opposed to a humid winter. Right? Wet air versus dry air.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't be up here, logically, right? Or else there'd be snow, blizzard, as opposed to gales, stuff like that. So he can't be up here. So he's not in Northrend. He has to be somewhere very north,
But not like coastal.
but not coastal,
'Cause it's
correct?
Dry. So is he like in this-ish area? Because this is where like Everglades are. Because oh no, the Highlands has plants and shit like past this-ish line.
The whole field and all that good stuff is that there is like a bunch of greenery and life and flora and fauna back there.
Did the place with the evergreen trees, did it look like he was in like a forest of evergreens, or was it just like a sort of
No, there are evergreens around, but it's mostly dead and desiccated trees. Again, autumn weather.
Oh yeah, okay.
Roll me your survival. This will tell you potentially something important. Or not, I guess.
Or not, yeah. I guess we'll never know.
Is Oriana trying to survive by any chance?
Nope, I just checked that too.
That is a shame.
Damn it! Your Oriana's no use. Right.
Ariana proposed the idea. She's taking the manager approach of staying back and telling you what to do. Do nature better.
Sure. Does she know where evergreens are more likely to grow? Or is that
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say Zyder can offer you a portent style reroll, but you're not gonna take on that one. Moving on. Unless you want to, for whatever godforsaken reason.
I'm good, thanks.
I mean, could
what's the question?
Oriana have...
Where do evergreens like usually grow?
Like, is there anywhere that's more? I'm trying to think how to word it. Is there anywhere where they're more likely to grow, or in like quantities that's similar to what's presented? I guess. 'Cause it's not a forest, but like.
I think that's a fair question to rock that 18 with. Wanderer's Wield is simultaneously a yes and no. Wanderer's Wield has a lot of aggressive, some might call them mutated, but that's technically not true, flora and fauna up there. So as a result, evergreens there tend to be larger, but much less prevalent. Given the evergreens that are surrounding Nessie right now, you don't think it's Wanderer's Wield. Where do evergreens show up pretty prevalently? Northrend, the Highlands, and the Farcast Peninsula.
Okay. And right now we're thinking he is in like sort of
This northern
up
sector.
here kind of spot, right?
Yeah, like that whole
Okay,
area.
much
And then with
I thought we
pines, it'd be
crossed this
like
one
there.
off.
I was just saying out loud in general.
Oh.
No, with the pines and everything, it would be like that upper section. Because he wouldn't be
You
traveling
know-
this far.
He wouldn't be here. He can't be here.
Yeah, that's
He,
ice
he
cold.
likely isn't here. He's
Mhm.
definitely not here.
Mhm.
That dry air in the Twins, you fucking wish. You fucking wish. He could be somewhere in the Highlands or somewhere in the Farcast Peninsula. I say the entirety of the Farcast Peninsula, despite it being coastal, because there's a lot of hill terrain and hidden environments out there. Like, imagine, if you will, like you are tucked between two cliffs. Remember that road we took when we were driving around here in SoCal? The one that literally went between like a fucking canyon and like
Oh yeah.
several story high mountains to our left and right.
Mhm.
That sort of place does not have the same humidity around its in its immediate environment. It might have higher or lower, depends on what's nearby. Science.
Things be crazy, man.
Science be
Okay.
crazy. So he could be here or here. Those are your two locales.
Okay. So the air being dry, you said, yeah. What are you saying? What is that again? I'm thinking because if there's
Altitude, Fred is right. Altitude does have an impact, as is longitude and latitude. Well, which one's latitude? I think.
okay, so the higher you are, the drier the air is, technically, right?
Mhm.
So which
But I feel like at a
continent-
point, it kind of like
Continent.
loops back on itself because at the top of mountains is like snow and everything.
So there's a certain
Sweet spot.
zone
That's what the tree line is. Above the tree line, no trees grow.
Okay, my brain's
So-
melting. Right. So, which area would be more mountainous then? I'm trying.
That's
What's that?
ironically
this
hard to
area
say
here
because
is-
my brain says the Hilllands, but it's called
That's
the
crazy.
Hilllands.
It's crazy.
The mountain
Oh
lands.
fuck me!
That's fucking wild. That the hill lands might have higher elevations to it. But that is a fair point. It is hills, not mountains. It's not called the mountain land.
There we go. My dignity is saved.
Downside, I would sacrifice your dignity for the correct answer right now because these two locations are so drastically far apart. Okay, how about this?
I know, right?
Nah, dude, just go through the mountain, dude. It's like only 400 miles. Easy, dude. Just go through the mountains.
Easy. Okay, assuming Nesty does not have access to go through the mountains because he's not dwarf, could he physically get to the Farcast Peninsula in the time span it's been since the last time Anushka has seen him?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Damn it. I was hoping that would actually be a fact that could be useful.
Wow. Oh, that was like months ago. You could clear through some. You can go from the left side to the right side of America the longest distance in a few months, in theory.
Now, I don't know if this is going to sound really dumb asking this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Are we potentially able to work out what direction he's walking in, and as such, determine if he's like
Oh yeah,
going
there's like the
towards
sun, if you could
the
see it.
Northland?
Oh yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, roll me
Or,
your
like-
roll me your survival. Actually, that'll definitely be survival using the. It's definitely an overcast day where he's at.
Eh.
Oh, you rolled already. Oh, I didn't hear the.
God.
I'm not gonna roll again if you like.
Nah, I think that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
50-50 phone a friend, please.
The friend is
Okay.
not proficient in survival. They cannot help
I
you.
got
on
that.
this.
What skills are you proficient in, Oriana? And tools.
Okay.
Man, if you had cartographer's tools or navigator's tools, you'd be fucking golden. It's a shame America's over there.
Yeah.
America, come join us!
The tools, let's start there because it's a short list, is painter supplies, violin. I don't think violin's gonna help.
Nope.
And that's it. I mean, she has an instruction skill, but I don't think that's gonna help.
Nope. What about
as
skills?
For skills, stealth, perception, intimidation, insight, athletics, and acrobatics. So probably
Okay.
nothing useful.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Get insight him and see what way he wants to go.
I don't think Oriana would be able to roll insight. You would be able to roll insight, sure, but I think we already did that earlier and that didn't go so well.
Yeah.
It is enforced terrain, so roll your survival one more time.
Okay.
The benefits of favorite terrain.
Survival, yeah.
Yeah. What's the point of being
Fucking
okay, well,
God.
For
Well-
fuck's sake, man! Ah!
pain.
Pain is all I know.
Oh wait, I just realized I totally forgot.
Hmm.
You guys bought Altani, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, we are bringing Altani! Yes, we are. Does she have cartographer's tools?
No.
She's well
You know how
traveled.
she's very well traveled, but you know how lost Altani gets at its fucking time? She really is like a puppy dog. Let me check her skills.
But she just kind of rolls
Hey,
with it.
Altani! How
Yeah,
well do you know these traits?
Are you
Absolutely rolls
really
with it.
lost if you're making the most of where you're at?
I never made her sheet. That's
Yes.
the problem. Okay. She definitely does have survival because, or else she wouldn't need to ask you for training on it.
Mhm.
She wouldn't have nature, so she wouldn't have any applicable rolls. But what she can give you is a skull deck. Roll a d10.
Thank you. Wait, is that applying to my nat one?
No, we're taking the better. I mean, if you wanted to apply to that, would be my guess, but I don't think you
no.
want that.
Nope, we're good.
Stop rolling bad, no. Nothing I can do.
Life is a circus, and you are the clown. It's a good thing you have to go to the carnival later.
Oh
Yeah.
god, I just realized as well, my window's wide open and I've been shouting fuck.
Good for them. They can know
yeah,
you're
good
having a
for
great
them.
time.
Uh,
I'm guessing Oriana wouldn't have the thing we were working on earlier in the week at this point, right?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm trying to think what else could we do.
You'll know when you get it.
Of.
Hmm.
freaking mud? Is there a specific kind of mud that's in this area that I recognize? Like,
It's a dry environment, so
Could-
there's
is
not
there
much things going.
animals? Is there a certain like
Could-
Hillandic fox that's in the area?
No animals.
Could
That is something you know. It is rather
Baron.
absolutely eerily quiet. The only thing that's there is the sound of the wind. No animals, no barking, no yipping, no nothing.
Could we try and this is a dumb one.
Is-
See if the Brothers Respite recognize any of this, because they're a Hillandic force. Well, were, I guess. Lately,
Which
they've
feels
been
conf-
stuck to one specific area, but
Let's roll communion then. Roll me a religion.
I have a +1. So maybe? Possibly? Sort of? God bless it.
Join us. Join us.
I don't want to join
This
this
is
club.
This is very, very unfortunate.
It's very sad.
It is. You got to add a Skaldic.
Well, you know
if you-
what? That might.
If you
If I
roll
get a
high
10.
enough, yeah. If you roll high enough, it might.
It's double
I mean, better
digit.
than what Anushka rolled, but yeah.
Oh.
That pushes you to 12. That is not enough. Isn't it? Isn't it
I
enough?
don't have anything that adds to skills. Womp.
I mean, I've got proficiency in religion. Can I help and, like, I don't know, send
You,
them?
I don't think you've ever.
religious
I don't think you've ever communed or spoke with the Brothers of Respite.
No, I've not. She has
Yeah,
not.
when you guys were there, I think you're too afraid to talk to them.
No,
I
she
think
was sick.
no. That was the session I
Oh,
took
she was
tonsillitis.
sick.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I think you fell
it's
asleep part of the way through.
Oh well.
Oh
that's-
yeah, 100%. That
well,
whole
then.
section is just a fever dream for me.
Okay, well
Um,
then we have our answer then.
Yeah.
I don't have
You
any birthday
tried to
tokens,
commune
I
with the
have
Brothers of
inspiration.
Respite, but well, I'll ask you this, and it will constitute a reroll if it is true or not true. Are you guys following through? Well, more than you, not you guys, you following through what they said. The answer to peace is not more violence. And just because the other side fights dirty is not indicative of what you are. You do not have to fall to their level in order to win.
I don't know, because it feels like if we go to that moots, then it is doing that stuff.
Yes, it is.
And that's the problem. It feels like we probably have to go to that. And I can't, like, weasel out of it being like, oh, Oriana didn't go, the rest of them did it. It's like, yeah, well, fuck you, you should have told them not to go.
By the principles of order and honor, that is still falling upon you, yes.
Yeah. It's like, it's the thing if she wants to, but I don't see a path for us that doesn't do that, you know?
I mean, you don't have to do that, you just have to advocate against it. And that's the biggest catch, right? They're not asking you to move a mountain. They're asking you to stand by ideals. So it shows up in a bunch of shows and stuff like that of there's always a choice. And I said a good choice, but it's a choice nonetheless. But that's up to you.
She can try. She wants to. I don't expect it to go well, but she wants to.
You're locking that in?
Sure.
And roll your religion one more time. And the D10 as well, if you want to.
Nah, I'll just choose not to benefit myself at all. Definitely gonna...
I mean, you say that up until you roll worse on the D10, so... There is a chance. But it's up to you. Statistically, it's higher. Well, statistics doesn't have a memory, unfortunately.
It's
Looks like you're part of the club whether you like it or not.
cool.
Part of the club. I would say, since it became that roll, you're not locked into anything. Because that
Okay,
was just
thank fucking God.
unfortunate.
Mhm.
If I were playing on medium or hard mode, I would definitely lock you in on that, but I'll give you guys a pass.
Mm.
As far as you're able to discern, with the clouds being the way it is, it's hard to tell where the stars are. At least not in a congruent or comprehensive amount to ascertain where he is.
Mhm.
You do spot the North Star. He is going north. So you got that.
But also...
in terms of like triangulating where he is, you do not have enough for that.
Okay. Out of curiosity, we've been through the hollow fields before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How
Shorts,
far did
yes.
we get up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so,
the hollow field.
yeah. I was like, yeah, was up this area? I'm trying to remember where exactly it was, or if it was just like here.
This was where this box was where Lyco's trial was.
Okay.
And then this was
This
like,
is
all
all
the
the
bullshit we went through.
hollow fields.
Oh damn, so he's not in the actual hollow fields then if he's up this part.
He
he's
definitely
like-
not on the hollow fields because there's trees there.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Is there a giant fuck off great grandfather redwood around in the background?
You
Yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
So you said that it's overcast right now, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.